faster. Chase my dreams just to wake up after. Run it back, time I wasted, time I had one after one. It's a hourglass, all my patience, never lasting, no. Memories I'm diving head first. You know I can't breathe through the sound of laughter.
Alrighty, what's going on, folks? We'll go ahead and turn that down. How you guys are doing? Today, this is big news, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of Ableton Live, new version just came out today. Ableton 12. Ableton 12, no longer Ableton 11. I feel like Ableton 11 was short-lived, but you know what I'm saying? Now we have Ableton 12, and we had a couple of changes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much changes, but it's some changes, and we'll see how they work and stuff like that. But this will be my first walkthrough of Ableton 12. And you know what I'm saying? I just literally installed it. So you guys will be walking with me. So don't expect anything expert coming from me, because I'll be looking at it just as you're looking at it as well. That's why I called the YouTube channel Indie Yo with your boy and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and share the screen, get Ableton up on the screen and everything like that. And you guys can take a sneak peek of what Ableton 12 looks like. Now, this is the demo song that came up when I first, you know what I'm saying, hit the, you know what I'm saying, icon to load up Ableton 12, and this demo song came up, and I guess it's just to really give you a general overview of what's going on in the session, and we're gonna go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and stop what we got going on and take a look at everything and whatnot. So let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger, and let's go ahead and yeah, we'll keep the banner there. Actually, we'll hide the banner. Let's hide that banner real quick, y'all. All right, cool deal. All right, so we're looking at Ableton Live. First thing that grabbed my mind is it's a different layout. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, we can actually see the arrangement and the mixer view all in one situation, whatnot. That's the first thing that stands out. Like when you seen this, you have to kind of do a split screen, or you know what I'm saying, the two screen situation that you have in, I want to say, view, and you could do full screen or second window. So, or you have to basically toggle in between, you know what I'm saying, arrangement view and session view with the tab button. But they have managed to squeeze and compact everything in here, even though we have the Live 12 lessons over to the right. That's kind of taking up a little bit of real estate. We still get a compact deal. Another thing that kind of just grabs my eye is the browser window. They have something new in the browser window where you can actually filter out certain tags and stuff like that. So that's going to be something new to get used to as well. But let's go ahead and you know what I'm saying, get in here and talk about a couple of things. I'm not really going to create anything new in here because we just really kind of checking it out and seeing what the deal is or whatnot, man. So rock with me. Don't expect to know anything, the ins and outs, because I wasn't part of the beta team. I could have been, but I was too busy to you know what I'm saying, keep up with the beta or whatnot. So, you know, I read a lot about the beta. I do get the emails from Ableton Live, but as far as beta testing it, I kind of wanted to wait until it actually came out. So I did the upgrade price. I had the early option because I was the Ableton Live owner. The early option, the pre-order, it was $183 for the whole suite. Now if you're gonna buy it outright, it may be a little not a little bit more. It's gonna be more, or whatnot. But the early upgrade for Ableton 12 suite was $183. But that price may change now that it's out. So I don't know. So anyway, let's check out what's new in Live. Okay, now in Ableton Live 12. It has new features and devices, and right here to the right, it says accessibility, browser filters, and chat tags, CC control, keyboard navigation, keyboard workflow, MIDI note, EDI operations, MIDI note probability groups, MIDI tools, Max for live MIDI tools, mixer, in the arrangement view. That's what you're seeing right now. Picture time, utilities, roar, scale awareness, screen reader support, sound similarities, searching and swapping, toggle clip view alongside device view, tuning, UI view, styling. And I did notice the UI kind of like a cleaner, modernized look to it. It still looks the goddamn same. I wish they change it. And then additional live improve. So let's go ahead and click on accessibility. And that's just basically, saying certain things far as the Mac and Windows. Let's go ahead and get out of there. Okay, we just lost that. Yep. Okay. Uh let's see here. Let's do another new because I was trying to I was trying to basically look at the stuff. All right. So I closed out of that what's new situation. It's gonna pop back up when we do let's say a demo set. Hopefully so. If not, damn. Let's see here. Let's go to user. We should have a demo in here or something. Let's see here. Well, I lost that. Well, we'll just do our own demo or whatnot, man. So the first things first is I'm looking here and the arrangement view. We can go to tab and it's still the same. Now there's some aesthetics that has changed, like the color at the bottom right here, and I'm not exactly sure if my mouse is visible to that, but at the bottom of the tracks in the session view, you have these color tabs. So you used to have color tabs at the top only. Now you have them at the bottom just for, just trying to identify what tracks that you have and stuff like that. And the same goes for your return and your main tracks. Alrighty. Now right here at the bottom right, and I think my picture is in the way there. Let me see if I can make a change to that real quick. All right, so if you can see right here at the bottom right, we have this little situation here that you can hide the tracks. That's pretty cool. So it's right here. You'll see like this little bar graph looking situation or whatnot. And that will hide like your volume, the MIDI from the audio ins and outs, and the monitoring section and your sends section. When you click on that, you will focus only on the clips. So that's pretty cool. All right. And just for anybody hopping on and stuff like that, I was gonna go through the tabs, but I like learning stuff without it. And by the way, I kind of messed up the demo or whatever. But it's all good though, man. That was the distraction anyway. But you hide this right here, and then there's a drop down arrow here, and I guess you could choose what you can hide. So we're hiding the in and out section, sends, and volume. Track options, crossfader, and performance impact will still show. So I'm gonna keep all of that default, but you can choose what you want to hide. Okay. Now right here is what you're basically looking at, the scalar to track that I have selected right here. Okay. Now there's an up arrow right here on this orange box, and that will basically hide your what I call the side or the bottom car. I'll call it the bottom car because that's where all your effects, your instruments lie at. So it's kind of like a box modular system. You have your instrument here, and then everything else behind that is your effects. But you can hide that in the mixer in the session view. So that's pretty cool. It used to be a little tab over here or a little circle with an arrow. It used to be over here to the left, but they have moved it over here. So that's something I'm gonna have to get used to because I'm always used to looking for that little circle with the arrow pointing to the right here in the bottom left corner. But now they have moved it over here to somewhat of the bottom right corner. All righty, cool. This right here will show your clip. So let me see if I can do something here. Let me pull up the scalar 2 here, for example. Alrighty. And let me go ahead and turn this on. I'm just gonna play something here real quick. Alright, I'm just gonna play something here real quick. All right, cool. So I just played something, got a clip in here, and when I double click on that, you'll notice that all the clip options are right here at the bottom. And now, of course, you can adjust that right here. There's a line that separates the clip area, what far as what you see with your MIDI notes and the envelopes and stuff like that. There's a little line separation, and you can adjust that to your liking, like it always has been, or whatnot. And I'm just gonna get a little bit more real estate. I like to show 2 octaves right here in the clip window. Okay, now right here, getting back to the clip window, okay, or the clip editing section or whatnot, you can actually hide that real easy. Before, it was real funky because you had like another little circle with the arrow pointing somewhere over here on the left side. But now they have simplified it where if you want to hide that, hide your devices, bring up the clip, it's all grouped into one spot on the bottom right side. So it kind of makes sense. It's something that if you're used to Ableton 11, 10, 9, and all the way back to 8, basically all the way back to 7 and earlier, you know what I'm saying? All of those expandable and, de-expandable, if I made that word up, all of those little circles with the arrows are now kind of like hiding right here on the bottom right corner. So aesthetically, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's straight. That's straight. I don't know what the hell's going on with this right here, but this is some type of information. It's saying sound analysis status. And if you don't understand what the hell I'm looking at, there's an info bar right here. So that's helping me kind of learn Ableton Live 12. And if you're new to Ableton Live 12, keep your info bar on. You can turn it off right here. I see that they have an on off switch. So your info bar, you can turn it on or you can turn it off. So that's real good if you're learning it and stuff like that. Now that they have kind of revamped Ableton Live 12 from, saying the earlier versions and stuff like that, it's very handy to keep open or whatnot. So taking it from right here, excuse me. Sorry about that. Got a little allergies going on right now. It's springtime down here in Houston, so a little bit under the weather. So let's talk about the MIDI clip. We see some changes right here far as the clip tabs, editing, and stuff like that. It's kind of the same. And when we go here, the follow actions for your clip, pretty much all of that is the same. It's just, it looks different. I think they cleaned up the UI, and everything like that. So, but I don't see a difference here. I do see a difference or something added right here. It says something about scale mode. This may be cool for the people that don't play keyboard and like to click the notes in. Let's say, for instance, I guess I want to choose E minor scale. It'll basically show these little purple tabs on the piano roll right here. It'll show what scale from what I'm looking at, whatever scale you choose. Let's say E minor. These little purple tabs that are on the piano roll will change. So we're in minor scale right now. If I go to G, it's going to change right here on the purple. So that's something that they added right there, which is pretty cool. And it'll help you out. So now when we change it back to C major, you will see all your notes will correspond with what's going on. So for people that, learning music theory or don't have music theory, this is pretty cool for you guys to understand. Now, I did play this chord through Scalar. It's a one finger thing as far as how Scalar works. You play one note and it's going to play you a chord. But, I was pressing on D and you can see D here. But if I change it to, let's say, E major, you'll notice that this note is not going to reflect what's going on in the E major scale. So this is an ad. So this is pretty cool from a music theory standpoint. I like it. I like it. All right. So I do see something a little different here on the pitch and time. This is all, it looks like it kept the same type shit, but they added some. Okay. So let's do this. Excuse me. All All right, so normally what I would do is if I wanted to move these notes down, okay. If I wanted to move these notes down, they changed how this look for us, what you see in the transpose. You have a time stretching factor, which is something new. And if you want to time stretch the MIDI notes, you can. Oh, let's hit play for a second. Now let's half that. So that'll be 2.0. That's dope. That's dope. I like it. I like it. So you used to have this double time and divided time or half time or whatnot, and that will basically double time the notes of what you had. But now they have it where you actually have a rotating knob, and you can actually dial it down to your own specs, so to speak. So you don't have to halven it or times it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you get. Now, if you need a little bit or if you need a lot, you have this time stretch rotary knob situation, which is pretty cool. I like that. Sorry about that, y'all. I have allergies. Sorry. So I like that. I like that. I like that. That's a good addition right there. That's a good addition. You still got your grid right here. Your humanized value right here, reverse and legato and set length. All of those functions are still here. They just move them around just a little bit. Add an interval. It says add new notes to a given number of whatever the case may be. Interval size. Let's see here. So your interval size, instead of basically highlighting your notes and you're having to use your mouse click to, let's say you want to move this note down, let's say 4, four steps. You have to highlight and, left click on that particular MIDI note. They made it easier from what I could see here. And sometimes you'll have to kind of like, and zoom in on the piano roll and then move your notes down like this. But I think they made it easier. Let's test this out for a second. All right, so we have zoomed into 1 octave here. All right, now this little situation, interval size, highlight this little situation right here. Let's move that up. Okay, so we don't have to necessarily left click on the actual MIDI note, which is pretty cool or whatnot. Let me blow that up for you guys. So let's say, for instance, I want to move all of this stuff instead of highlighting all of those notes and then clicking on one MIDI note while they're all highlighted and moving it up or down. You could just really go here to the interval size. And it used to be a rotate, if my memory served me correctly. It used to be a knob or something like that. I don't know if this look new or they just changed the look of it or whatnot. But this is pretty cool. So it looks new, but it looks like it's been moved. I could have sworn it's been like that. I think it was a rotary knob that you could do that on. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold me to it though. Let's go to what's good, my brother, Record TV. Appreciate you, my guy. New Ableton Live. You want to learn it? New version, man. I can't teach you this one right here. They changed the things around. So we have right here, we got some arpeggiator built into the piano roll. This is different. So let's see here. So we can actually take these notes and we can take these notes and do some arpeggiated type of stuff. Let's go back and let's not delete the whole thing, but let's just delete the one MIDI note here. All right, we're just going to record one clip and I'm going to drag this out so we can get a good full bars. And now we have our arpeggiator section underneath the tool tabs. And this is something new. This is something new that they have added here. So we could take this one note that we did, or we can add our arpeggiator here and change up the distance do a up down type situation, get some steps in. And you can shorten up those notes, and you can do connect. You got different things, ornament here, recombine or whatnot. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something new that they added for as this is what they call the transformation tools. From what I see here, where you can arpeggiate, connect, do ornament type notes, quantize. I didn't see this. So this is where the quantizing is hiding at. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go back. Let's go back and let's record one more clip. All right, so if we wanted to quantize this, we not gonna go to the pitch and time tool tab. We're gonna go to transformation, hit the drop down arrow, and it will be quantize, recombine, span, strum, and time warp. I have no motherfucking idea, but quantize is something that I probably would use. And if I want to quantize, yeah, I could right click and I still got my quantize situations there. All right. And I'm not seeing where. So we used to have this little quantize situation where it'll pop up like a window. But I'm not seeing it. That's troubling for me because I've been doing it that way since I started on Ableton Live 7. I'm getting kind of nervous here. Let's see here. Let's quantize this. Right click, quantize settings. We're not getting anything. I'm not seeing nothing. That's yeah. Let me do this. Let me move this up a little bit and let me quantize to the 16th. And let me go ahead and hit Control U. And it's not doing anything. Let me hit quantize here. It's not doing anything. But what I'm seeing here is that we can probably quantize, highlight all our notes, and then let's say we want to quantize at 50% right here. We hit transform. Oh, okay. So that's what that is. So you hit transform. So when transform is not highlighted yellow, it's not quantized. When it is highlighted yellow, it's quantized. So at 100%, transform, boom, there it is right there. Okay, this is something I'm gonna have to get used to because I'm used to seeing it in a different way. This is something new. That's gonna be scary right there. All right, let me record something in here again. All right, so I recorded something here. It's already highlighted for me. If I put it, this is actually, so if it's already highlighted and you adjust the amount, it's already adjusted or quantized for you. Okay. If you untransform it, that's what you played. Oh, okay. So I get it now. All right. So whatever you want to play, you can actually, whatever you play is automatically going to quantize for you. But when you adjust the amount, it'll adjust it for you. If you can see it very faintly, it's adjusting it. So now what I played is already quantized, but adjusted back about 50%. bring it back to 100, and that should put it on point. Now I'll put it on 16. Okay, so this is something I'm gonna have to get used to, and I probably would too. Recommend you guys get used to it too. So your quantize functionality has changed in Ableton Live 12. It's gonna piss some people off, to be honest with you. It's totally different. Okay, so if I hit reset, what the fuck reset does? Resets the settings of the selected transformation or generative tools. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be something new. I'm gonna have to get used to, because if I want to quantize it there at 1/16 or 16th value, and I play it again. All right. Now we played it right there. 16th value is already quantized based on what the hell this shit is doing here. Now I do see some notes right here that is off. And let me hide this again for you guys. All right, there's some notes that are off right here. So let me hit transform and transform again. Ah, that's the trick. Okay. So you gotta, when you record, you gotta click transform and transform again. This is gonna take some used to. God damn. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely gonna take some getting used to and everything like that. Because of what they have changed in the quantize. I'm really big on quantize, because I don't quantize at 100% anymore. You know what I'm saying? That it varies. You know what I'm saying? I utilize this right here, but you can see that the notes are changing as you have transform already engaged. So that's different. Fold and scale is in a new area right here, and highlight scale. So basically, we're in C major scale, but if you want to change it, like I said, to E major scale, you can see, you know what I'm saying, we'll change it to minor. You see the purple lines are changing because we have highlighted scale checked off right here. So that is something new that they have added along with the scale mode that is built into the clip editor and stuff like that. All right, so that is some changes right there, folks. That is some changes. Let me put this back on C major. All right, so let's look right here at the generative tools here. Don't know what the fuck this is. Let's hit play. So when generate is not highlighted, you're not gonna get the generative tools. But let's say, for instance, you had like a hi-hat on here. So let's just go ahead and pull a hi-hat sound. And I see that they have a change on the browser window as well. God damn. Okay, so they changed a whole bunch of shit. All right. I thought this video was gonna be a little quicker, but they have changed a whole bunch of crap. Fuck. All right. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Let's grab a simpler instrument. Let's go to instrument. They've changed a whole bunch of stuff, man. Okay. Fuck. Oh, goddamn. Okay, there it is. Simpler, right here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab a fucking sound. It don't even goddamn matter. Why can I not find a sound? Just need like one clap, something. something. I'm getting everything but a one shot. Here we go. Let's do a hi-hat. All right, so we're gonna go on one shot hi-hat. Everything looks the same with a simpler, so that's pretty encouraging. So let's say, for instance, I double click in this track right here on this clip area. I created a blank clip. In the generative tools tab right here is all the way underneath your clip editor, all the way to the right, the far right tab. You could choose rhythm, seed, shape, and stacks. Because we got a hi-hat, I'm gonna choose rhythm. And what I'm gonna do is just unclick generate and click it again. And it looks like it generated some random notes. Let's hit play. No. Hit play. Okay. And because that is all the way down, we need to bring that up. So let's go ahead and bring that up. Let's go ahead and highlight all of these notes here. I'll go ahead and bring that up to C3. There we go. And that's it. Play now. Okay, so if you're lazy and you don't want to make hi-hats, that's pretty good. So now we're turning the pattern and it's generating different patterns for us. And of course it resets itself. So that's aggravating. It's all good. Let's go ahead and C3. And let's go ahead and shorten that up just a little bit. Okay, we got something going on down here. So it kept what we did there. So what it looks like is it every time. What the fuck? Okay. So when you, I'm lost. So we got two different patterns right here. Density. So basically, it's just generating some random ass shit, man. So that's generative tools. You got seed here for us to pitch. Wait. What the fuck? So you can adjust the pitch. Now this is a hi-hat. So you can adjust the lanes, the duration of the notes, and then the velocity. That's pretty fucking cool. Now, if we go to fold or scale, yeah, it's just generating some. We got all these notes in here. But that it's still pretty cool, man. This is not my type of cup of tea type situation, but that is the clip editor though, man. Learn at your own risk. Go watch Ableton Live's videos on their YouTube channel. They'll explain it more. Like we just doing a running overview and everything like that, man. Just to see what the hell's new in here. So that's pretty cool though. Especially for, saying rhythm sounds, one shots and stuff like that. You have a generative tool in here. You don't have to necessarily use a VST or a Max for Live device or anything like that. They have it natively built inside of here, which is pretty cool. I like that. Shape. Let's see what the hell this does. Okay. And stacks. Okay, so stacks, I guess that is a chord situation. I'm definitely going to have to kind of play around with this and do my own homework as well. But that's pretty cool that they have generative tools in there for your MIDI notes and your MIDI clipping and MIDI editing and stuff like that. That's pretty dope. My biggest takeaway in the clip editor is the quantize section has completely changed. Even though you highlight your notes and you right click and you go to quantize settings or quantize, it will basically be right here. There's no pop out or separate window for that anymore. It's going to be right here in this tab. I like it and I don't like it. It's just something new I have to get used to looking at and understanding how to quantize and stuff like that. So I give that a C rating on that right there. They did change some things up with the pitch and timing utilities in the clip editor. They changed some things up around, so you know what I'm saying, be on the lookout for that right there. But they housed everything underneath this clip, you could say work bar or whatnot. So everything that you need to do with a MIDI clip is all right here. And your velocity randomization is right here. So if you want to randomize your velocity, you definitely could do that and stuff like that or whatnot. Make all your adjustments with your velocities right here as well. All right, cool. So that is from the bottom up right there. You can change your MIDI grid view right here at the top right corner. You will see something that says 1/16, but you can change it to wide, narrow, medium, you know, that type of situation right there. This is your MIDI notes, and then there used to be a tab where you had notes, envelope, and MPE. It used to be right here where your transformation tools were, but they moved it in the middle. So now your envelopes, if you had any type of automation, is housed right here. And to make those changes, I'm assuming you would, you know, saying make your changes right here. Okay, so the changes to your envelopes are going to live right here. So you'll choose what device and then what parameter of the automation you will need to make changes to with automation or your envelopes right here at the bottom. So I like that, you know what I'm saying? They kind of move some things around to make it easier and more grouped together. MPE, I don't have an MPE keyboard nor nothing MPE device, so I can't really speak on that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And that is it for this half section of session view. All right. Far as the tracks are concerned, there's a little bit of changes. These little volume adjustment situations, the arrows, they are not black anymore. They're white natively. So it's easier to see on dark skins. I haven't tested this on the light skin, but it's very easy to see right now. Everything is still the same here. Audio 2 is still the same. MIDI from, monitor in and out is still the same. What I have noticed is the LED bar is a little bit cleaner and more detailed information. So it looks like you see peak and RMS information in the meters, which is pretty cool. And everything else looks the same on that aspect as well. Some things I've noticed here is, again, you have your scale mode up here at the top. This right here, you can hide the excuse me, you can hide the browser, show and hide browser, and you got a tuning situation here, a built-in tuner, look like, and the groove pool is going to live right here on the drop down arrow. Y'all probably can't see it because of that. What's good with your clown head, Hutter? Don't hurt him, bro. Don't hurt him, big homie. Don't hurt him. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. We just kind of like looking over Ableton Live 12, man, and seeing what's new in here. But let me go ahead and move this QR code out the way, man. I'm sorry, allergies, man, killing me. Let me go ahead and hide that for you guys really quick. All right, cool. So if you see in the bottom, the top left corner, there's the little yellow box. This is where you hide the browser window, and then there's a drop down arrow, and that's where you can turn your groove pool and tuning windows off. I normally don't use that stuff, so it's irrelevant for me. So this is very important right here. There's no circle with the arrow. There's no more of that. That was the old look. They're trying to clean it up. I give them props to that, but I think it's poor piss, to be honest with you. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, you can hide it, show your browser window right there. Speaking of the browser window, yeah. So the browser window has kind of changed a little bit. It has a cleaner look. I like it. But then you have filters. This is where it gets kind of confusing. Because you can, let's say for instance, you have your plugins, right? So you can filter out your plugins by format, function, and then creator. So I like that. Now, what I would like personally from Ableton Live is to actually have a way you can actually see the plugin that you're choosing. Kind of like how Studio One is, where, you know, saying you choose your plugin and you can create a thumbnail for it and add it as a favorite. But this is okay, you know what I'm saying? Because let's say, for instance, I want to go and find a doggone Heat Up 3. Instead of having to go and look for Heat Up 3, I can just go here to Creator, look up Infinite Audio, Initial Audio, excuse me, and then Heat Up 3 is right here. So you see, when I choose on Initial Audio, it only shows me 2 instruments from Initial Audio, Sector and Heat Up 3, which I like that right there. Let's say, for instance, I'm going to unselect that, and right here you see all your damn plugins. So they're not grouped in. From what I'm seeing here, when you have filters on. Oh, wait, hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. There's no more folders. There is no more folders for the VST3. So everything from VST2 and VST3, everything is showing its naked ass. All right. So there's no more folders. Okay. So that can speed up some things. So when you hit the drop down filter, let's say for instance you want to go and look up a Tura instrument. You click on a Tura, that's all your Tura instruments. Ableton Live devices. All right, here we go. In plugins, there's no Ableton Live devices. All right. So in that case, let's say you want to look up let's see here. UVI instrument, UVI workstation. Let's say for instance 1176. You know, that's Universal Audio. You click on Universal Audio. That's all of your Universal Audio plugins. So they have cleaned it up that way by creator. Now you could choose, if you do have VST extensions installed, you could choose it like that. I installed nothing but VST3. I try to, at least. What just depends on the install. And then you could choose by instrument as well. So we're going to undo Universal Audio. Nothing is selected. I want to look up instruments. I like this. I like this because sometimes with the old browser, everything was in one. And I had to kind of do like, I had to have a folder for my VSTIs and then, you know what I'm saying, have the instruments installed in another directory. Well, now you can look up only instruments. So let's say I'm beat making or whatnot. Instead of having all my plugins mixed in with audio effects, straight instruments. So when I choose instrument and I'm making beats, everything underneath this filter tag section is nothing but instruments. I like that. That's an A+ rating right there. I like that. That's pretty cool right there, man. If I'm mixing a beat, I don't need to look up instruments. I need to get to my tools. I choose audio effect, VST3, and then everything else is shaded out. That's not VST3 and they're not instruments, only effects. They're kind of basically, you know what I'm saying, highlighted in dark gray. And everything that does not apply to the filter is shaded gray. So again, I have highlighted audio effect, VST3, and then I could choose what I want to choose. So let's say I want to use something from got doggone Focusrite. Boom, I got 2 options. So finding plugins has been simplified. I thought this was going to be a hot mess with the filters, but now that I understand it, it has simplified this thing. And that was the one drawback I hated Ableton Live for, was the goddamn browser. So they kind of simplified it a little bit. It makes sense now. Okay, so it kind of trickles down. So let me explain that again. If you're looking for instruments, choose instruments. If you're looking for audio effects, choose audio effects. But let's say you make your beats, instrument, you got some VST tools, not a problem. Then you go here and Everything is going to be listed underneath there. In the BST2 extension, what I noticed, they haven't really kind of, you know what I'm saying, far as I guess when they built Ableton Live 12, because BST2 is the older extension, they haven't really kind of like filtered, you know what I'm saying, that by way of the different creators or manufacturers or whatnot, because what BST2 and versus BST3, what it can do as well. So if you choose BST2, you can't look for it by the creator or the manufacturer. It's just gonna give you what you got, you know what I'm saying? But different story for BST3. You can see everything that's in dark. That's what you could choose. So if I'm looking for chord plugins, boom, there it is. Triton Extreme Wave Station. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a beat. You feel me? So that's pretty cool. I like that function. Now, one thing I do recognize in the browser window right here is this edit button. Now you can edit what you see. Let's see here. So your filters, it says show tags editor. Use the toggle to show or hide tags. All right. So this is very interesting. Let me go to excuse me. Let me go to my drum folder. Let me go out of here. Alrighty. And let's say, for instance, all right, so I went to my sound library, right? And once I'm in my sound library, I clicked on edit right here at the top right corner. And if I want to look up loops, it can the browser window can filter out loops, one shots, MPE enabled sounds, multi-sample sounds, and construction kits. Interesting. Let's click on loops. Nothing's happening. Okay. I'm kind of confused at this point. Let's click on the kick. Okay, so these things now. Oh, okay. So if I like this sound right here, so this sound right here, I can actually check this off as a one shot. Oh. So okay. So as you go, you can actually tag your samples. So that's okay. All right. That makes sense. So let me find a clap that I like. All right, I'm gonna choose that one right there. I'm gonna click that as a one shot. All right, and then I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna go to filters, and okay. So when I go to filters, there's content, and you can choose clips if you have images. Ableton Live can find images because you can sync video and audio in Ableton Live. You can choose MIDI files, preset samples, sets, and video files. Then you got type. It's showing one shot. If I click on one shot, remember we had choose our one shot and then I checked it off as a one shot. Well, right here, there go that one shot right there. I like that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got a fuckload of sounds. It'll take me forever in a day, but it'll actually help me finalize. I always wanted to make like a drum kit, you know what I'm saying, and start selling it and shit like that. This may be what's up right here. I can use all my favorite sounds. So I like that. So yeah, you can actually do that by one shot. So let's do this. Let's say for instance we don't like that anymore and we go to edit. So that one shot, if I don't like that anymore, I could just uncheck it and then undo that. And then undo that and undo that. And then when I go, okay, I don't have a type anymore. That's weird, but I like it. And you can also add your own custom tags here with the edit, and you got all kind of shit you could choose. Sounds, bass, 808, drums. You can actually highlight different kits. So if there's a specific kit on your hard drive that you like, you can actually check that off. So let's say for instance, let's see here. Let me check something out real quick. Let me not fuck nothing up. Let's go here. Let's choose a kick. All right, so let's say I like this drum kit right here. So I'm gonna highlight the folder, and when I go to drums, I'm gonna check off drum kit, and it's not allowing me to because it's not an audio file. Gotcha. Okay, so it has to be specifically in order to tag anything here underneath this edit, show tag edit, or this tag editor. It has to be an audio file. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, okay, cool. You can also tag characters for us, like, is this an acoustic type of sound? Is this distorted? So they give you a lot of different options of what type of tagging you could do. Devices. That's pretty dope. Genres, key, grooves, tuning, and creator. I like that, man. That's dope. That's dope as fuck, bro. Like that. I like that. I'm fucking with that right there. So yeah, bro. Yeah, that's gonna have to take a little used to doing, but seeing as how we kind of understood the effect side of things for instruments or audio effects. Let's go in here and see what the audio shit looking like or whatnot. So, excuse me. If we go here to this particular drum kit here, and I choose clap. Let's see here. I don't know what this is, but it says show similar files. There's a little circle right here next to this audio file. Show similar files. So you hear that? That's a clap, right? Let's go to show similar files. Let's see what happens here. It's going to search my database. I done had a separate software that was something like this right here, but this works 10 times, actually 20 times faster. So this is the original clap that we based off. And then this is one right here. This is probably the closest to it. Yo. So this is telling on somebody. So let me put y'all on game. If you're watching this video right now or you're watching it on the playback, this is how you know motherfuckers out there stealing drums. Check this out. You hear that? Different file name, clap_1. Section underscore clap. Somebody stole somebody's drums. That sounds like the same clap with a chorus effect on it. It says clap Fiverr key. And based on that right there, it may have a little bit of chorus with a distortion on it. It's called clap super layer. But these first three, somebody stole somebody's drums, y'all. I'm putting y'all on game, man. Some of those drum kits that y'all be downloading out there, man, be careful, man, because motherfuckers be stealing drums and stuff like that, man, and redistributing them and charging you $20. And yeah, bro. It's fucking up the producer game, bro. Like, for real. So, I'm curious to see what happens if I want to go to this particular home folder. We don't want to add that. So how do you navigate here? Show in places. Okay, so if we right click on that file and go to show in places, it'll show that, yeah, this particular drum kit is totally different than the other drum kit. So somebody was stealing drums, y'all. I ain't gonna say no names, but that's pretty cool though, man. Let's do another one. Seeing as how this same drum kit was stole somebody's drums, let's hit similar kit here. I'ma like this. When it comes to beat making and doing drums, show similar sounds, because sometimes you'll stumble across a kick and you like that particular kick, and then all the rest of the kicks in the kit just it don't sound good, right? So this will actually help you find sounds that you like closer to the sound that you got, you know what I'm saying, to fit whatever you're trying to do. I like that. So that's a good feature right here, with the show similar sounds feature. And let me reiterate that. So any wave file that you click on or any audio file that you click on, there's going to be a little circle and it has the little wave symbol, little sine wave symbol with an underline underneath it. that show similar files. If you click on that, it'll give you similar results to whatever audio file that is, and it's using it based on, you know what I'm saying, the harmonics of that particular one shot, the pitch, the label, you know what I'm saying, certain stuff like that, or whatnot. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Man. That's pretty goddamn awesome. Let's go ahead and clear the results, and let's go back to the sounds again. So here, let's say for instance, we are going to go to sample and function. Yeah, so it's just kind of like a drop down tree. Now it works a little different with the audio files, but you know what I'm saying, you get used to it. I done got used to it already. So it's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. Pretty much everything is still the same all the way over to the left side for your collections, libraries, and places. The only thing changes is everything that you used to have here, it used to drop down underneath. Where everything is showing you results underneath here, there's the extra separate pop-out window, and you can adjust that however you need to. So it's going to take up more real estate on your screen. Just for people that operate off of a laptop only and don't have a secondary monitor, you may run into some real estate issues with that. So make changes to your display orientation and go up to the highest resolution that you possibly can. So if you have a 1080p laptop for that display resolution, you may run into some difficulties trying to cram everything on this window. That's the one thing I don't like why Ableton Live did this, but I can understand if you do have a 4K screen, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense right here. All right, cool. So that's basically it that I can see with the session view. The only other thing I see here is where you could toggle between the session view and arrangement view right here at the top right corner. Just like that. All right, cool deal. All right, let's talk about the arrangement view here real quick. It pretty much looks the same. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is how do you combine the mixer window with the arrangement window onto the same screen? That's what I'm trying to figure the fuck out. And we're gonna go here to the view, and let's see if we can do that. Let's see here. There it is. Okay, cool. It's Control Shift M. I'm sorry. Control Shift M. Hold on. All right. So, I'm sorry. It's Control Alt M. So if you want to combine the mixer, oh crap. I'm giving some okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Let's do this one more time. All right, so this is the arrangement view. And Control Alt M. It's trying to pull up something on my other window here. Again, right here at the bottom right corner, you can pull up that mixer window there. So this is what I'm thinking here. I may start making my beats in this situation right here. Now, this is the old school way I used to do it, far as like making it in this section here. So you could tab to the session view, you could tab back to the arrangement view, and you got your arrangement view in the motherfucking mixer window as well. Now, one thing I want to do is want to click on here. So when you double click on this track right here, this pink track that I'm double clicking on, it's going to show the devices. And let's say I want to add, I don't know, effect to it. So let's go here to EQ. I'm going to put an EQ behind there. Cool. Hide the. Okay. And then if you want to hide this right here, that's crazy because when you go to view mixer, but the shortcut is not working. Maybe that's something on my end with my keyboard. Is maybe it's doing something. But the shortcut to show the mixer in the arrangement view is Control Alt M, or you can click on this button right here. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, so If I want to hide that, basically, boom, there we go. We can hide the devices again. And let's say, for instance, I like what they did. They did something with the UI for us, the devices. It looks like it's a little bit cleaner. They cleaned up the resolution on the GUI. It looks like I'm looking at a Mac laptop, like a Mac screen, Retina screen. All right, let me go ahead and create like a little full bar situation here. All right, and here is my track right here. Now I want to do something here real quick. Let's go ahead and zoom into that right there. All right, if I click on this, so if I double click on that MIDI clip, I got my MIDI controls here. I can make my edits. So if I go to quantize here, let's go ahead and give it about 80%. Now, if I want to edit the actual device, just double click on that and I like that. I like that. I like that. That's pretty dope right there, man. Okay, cool. So I like what they did with this with trying to combine everything. It looks like everything is crammed on the window, but it kind of makes sense because it's broken up into threes, and it just depends on how you divide this section right here. So if you just want to show, let's say, one MIDI clip at a time, you can bring this up just a little bit. Boom, right there. And if you want to bring this up, you can't. So the only thing you can adjust is how much of the arrangement window that you're going to see or how much of the mixer that you're going to see. If you don't need to see like all of that big ass track window and stuff like that for as the metering is concerned, bring that motherfucker all the way down. You don't need to see all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, just hit tab. Boom, there you is. You're in the mixer window. I like this. I like it. I'm actually smiling. Okay, cool. So everything is in one. And I think this caters to people that work linear far as making beats versus people like myself that work in the session view and make everything vertically and stuff like that. So I can get back to the old linear way of making beats and working with audio at the same time and not miss a beat. So this is pretty dope right here, man. That's all I can really see with Ableton Live and the changes that they have made. I think I covered some of the things. I haven't covered all of the things. But what I'm gonna try to do is let me see if I can pull up that demo that was that somehow I opened up when this thing first came on. Let me see if I can find that goddamn session, man. Shit. Excuse me. Let's see here. This should have a demo here somewhere. Somewhere there should be a demo. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go to open recent. Open. Yeah, it should be a demo file in here. Let's see. Yeah, just hang with me for a second. There's a way you can pull up the load demo set. There it is. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna load up the demo set. We're gonna see what they did and if we can learn anything that we missed out on here. Takeaways though, while this is loading up, is this is pretty cool. I'm kind of excited because I'm having to learn something new with Ableton Live, and I haven't had to learn anything new with Ableton Live in a very, 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 very long time, since Ableton 10, to be honest with you. So this is pretty exciting. You can see here, they basically have the arrangement and the mixer view in view. You got all your situations here. Let's go to the main track. Nothing on the main track. You got your return tracks, reverb and delay. You got your devices there. You got some vocal buses here. They got their effects on there as well. And, you know what I'm saying, just typical recording of the clips. Yeah. Look like they tracked everything out from the session view into the arrangement view, and you can still control what's going on. So let's hit play one more time and let's see what's going on. Let's hide the browser window. Let's check it out. What's what they got so far, man? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. While that's playing, cause y'all, if you got Ableton 12, you'll load the same demo. Clown Headhunter, let me ask you questions, bro. So I'm not just a producer. I do mixing as well. You can ask Record TV. I'm actually Records TV, you know what I'm saying, all in one guy, whatnot. But I do a lot of his music. But no, I'm just not a producer, man. I do mixing and stuff like that. I went to school for mixing, if that makes any sense. I got a degree on the wall right here. Up there. Right there. Degree on the wall and stuff like that. So I do this full time. My day job is audiovisual technician. So I deal with the media side on the conference room, corporate side. And then when I get home, I do this on all different type of levels, man. So to answer your question, I'm more than just a producer and stuff like that. So it's hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is not for the faint-hearted. Just to give you, you know what I'm saying, some insight on that and stuff like that. And it's not fun wearing multiple different hats. You got to be built differently and stuff like that. Most people will crack under pressure. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. And I'm blessed. Let me reiterate that. I'm blessed to still continue to be doing it. Because most people have been like, fuck this. I done lost money. I done lost friends. I done lost family members over doing all of these different roles of music or trying to be in the audio community and stuff like that, man. So you lose a lot. You sacrifice a lot. And let me just add one more thing to it. Producing can get you places if it comes from here. If it don't come from here and stuff like that, you're gonna be wasting your time, your money, and you know what I'm saying, your efforts. Because those efforts that you have, you may have another talent and efforts in somewhere else. So you gotta kind of understand what you need to do. I'm 40 years old and I'm still doing this, but think about it. I've been doing this since I was 19 years old. So, you know what I'm saying, think about all the different types of music has went through and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I can still produce on today's level, even though I don't do it to bring in the customer. If I want to, I can. But at the end of the day, I got a family, I got kids, got a wife, and I got responsibilities and bills to pay. So you got to find that balance of what you want to do. You can still take care of your family and do producing and music and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, you just gotta learn how to balance. You know what I'm saying, you also gotta learn how to change with the times. Some of your best songwriters and producers and mixers adjust to the different music. Look at Dave Posada. You look at Dave Posada, and he's still mixing music for, you know what I'm saying, current rap artists today and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying, he's adjusting. He's not stuck in that mind frame of I want to mix it like I did in 1988. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just a little tidbit. I ain't mean to go off on that, man. But just to answer your question, I'm not just a not just a producer. And I think Headhunter said I look like Suge. Oh, Suge Knight? Nah. That's the first one right there, man. You know what, Suge Knight, actually, when my dad, when he was younger in his age, he did resemble Suge Knight. So I don't know, we may be kin, man. I do have some family in LA. So yeah. Let's see here. Anon Said he loves the new browser. I agree with you. The new browser, it takes a little bit of used to getting to, but the new browser is pretty dope, man. Like I said, I think anyone that has used Ableton 11 are going to go through some type of transformation of reprogramming their mindset and their ideology of how they operate in Ableton Live, because they have changed some things in here. But change is good, you know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with society today, man. We get so unraveled, you know what I'm saying, with change. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get so upset with change. Some change is good. Some change is good if it's good for the better and stuff like that, man. So I think they're making good strides on trying to simplify the process of beat making, workflow enhancements and stuff like that, man. So Anon also mentioned that the GUI is super clean. I agree with you there too. Very clean. They cleaned up a lot of details in the waveforms and the animation, far as like on the LED meters and stuff like that. That made it cleaner. Makes it more enjoyable. And it's not so quote unquote 2D. It's more 3-dimensional now. And it kind of separates itself from other DAWs like Studio One. It's starting to look now 2D. They need to change their GUI up, make it a little bit cleaner. I give Ableton Live 2 thumbs up on that one right there as well, man. And last but not least, Anon, man, I appreciate you tuning in. Mixer in arrangement mode is huge too. Yeah, it can be huge. So this is basically the default layout of the demo, but when you bring this arrow up, you can make adjustments. Now, at this point, when you're looking at your arrangement view, you're probably already done mixing. You're probably muting some shit out, you know what I'm saying, doing some cuts, basically refining the overall record that you're working on. And then from here, you know what I'm saying, if you need to make some changes there, you can. I know you can make let's see here. I think they have the in and outs unchecked. So if you don't want to see the in and outs, you go right here where you could toggle the mixer, right here at the bottom right corner. There's a drop down arrow. You could choose what you want to see in the mixer. If you don't need to see the MIDI in from and out from in the monitor section and where the audio is going, if all your audio is busting to the main track or a sub mix, turn that shit off. Make it cleaner for yourself. And all you have to do is focus on your sends, going to your return tracks and your volume. That's it. Simplified. If you don't have any sends, you don't have no reverbs or delays or any other type of stuff that's sending to the return tracks, turn that shit off too. Focus on the volume or creating the static mix. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't know what a static mix is, you're basically adjusting levels to get it to a even playing ground or a comfortable playback median as far as the volume is concerned. Track options. This is where you could choose your track delay and keep your latency on and stuff like that. And I'm seeing something new here. Keep latency. This is something new. So this is called keep monitoring latency in recording. It says if this setting is on while recording, the timing of the recording will be adjusted to match what is heard through live monitoring. This kind of reminds me of what Studio Live does with the Z latency or something like that. The zero latency feature in Studio One. I want to say this feature sounds like this is what this is. I'm gonna have to do some other investigation on this one, but that's pretty dope right there. Let's see what else. We just finding all kind of little hidden gems in here tonight. Crossfader is still there, and performance impact. That's what I need to have on right there. I don't need track options, and I don't need the crossfader. That's my view right there. Well, I do a lot of sins, so that's what that is right there. Now, if you do need to see your ins and outs, again, you could choose whatever you want to see here. But again, you know what I'm saying, you make those changes at the bottom right corner right here. If you want to see the actual this information right here, as far as, you know, MIDI from all the way down to the actual mute and solo buttons and everything like that. You can basically turn all of that off. And if you just want to focus on your clips for arrangement, you can do that as well, man. So, and it works, showing the mixer actually works independently in each view. So session view, and then you go to arrangement view, your mixer is right here. You go back to session view, you can toggle that on and off. So it doesn't sync on both views. They work independently. That's another good, that's good right there, man. So you can actually have custom looks and everything like that. So I think that's it, man, to be honest with you. I didn't want to be on here too long tonight, but I think that's it, man. I don't see anything else that pops out. But this one feature right here, I just keep finding stuff. So right here at the top right corner, where your performance meter is, you'll see your sample rate for the actual session that you have open. When you click on that sample rate, so right now I'm in 48,000 sample rate. When I click on that, that's automatically going to open up the audio device preferences and stuff like that, and I can make changes to that. So if I need to, change the buffer size, do some input output configuration changes as far as my interface is concerned, I can make those changes right there, and I don't necessarily have to go to option preferences. Boom, just click on that, open that up right there. They have definitely streamlined a lot of things. I like it. Yeah. I can't find anything wrong with it. Excuse me. I'm trying to see something here. Let me hide the so this clip right here, let's click on this orange clip. So right here at the bottom, there's this little slider situation. I was trying to look at this earlier and I didn't have the arrangement open, but you could basically slide through everything that's on this track. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. If I wanted to change the color here, that's dope as hell. So I'm only looking at this track. Okay. That's what's up. That's different. So right now we're on the green one. And it's stuck on that green one. So we have to go here. And yeah. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot, man. There's some information that is shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in too. I'm sorry I wasn't monitoring the chat and stuff like that. I ain't live streaming in a minute. But I see something right here at the bottom. Let me hit that plate. Music in the background. It says analysis processing going on right here. It's just basically processing everything that I have on my hard drive and also my Ableton Live packs as well. So that's what you're seeing, or saying what's being displayed at the bottom. It's just basically going through and analyzing all the audio and everything like that. I'm assuming for browser situations and stuff like that, like when you're filtering out your audio and stuff like that, it can find the tags and everything like that. I see something here that says modulators. Let's see here. So you got your modulators divided up. Audio effects, they're not in folders anymore. So you may have to make your own edits as far as your tagging to find your favorite Ableton Live devices. Everything else is pretty much the same. And it was one more thing I wanted to highlight before I get up out of here. And that is when you get Ableton Live 12, regardless if you're upgrading or you're buying it flat out, Sound Oracle. If you're not familiar with Sound Oracle, this brother right here has created some of Timbaland sounds, stuff like that. Sound Oracle is really, really cool brother, man. And dope sound designer, man. And he has a couple of Ableton Live packs on the website that you can download and stuff like that if you have a version of Live 12, assumingly. And stuff like that. So I'm gonna download those, man, and check those out. And there's also some other packs that they have on the website that's new in Ableton Live 12, if it hasn't already been downloaded and upgraded with the live packs that I already have installed on my PC already. And you also get a performance pack on here that can help you with some workflow enhancements as well and stuff like that. So I have to say, man, Ableton Live really went all out and made some enhancements, not and some changes, but they made some enhancements as far as workflow is concerned. It's still that ugly ass GUI that a lot of people don't like, stuff like that, man. If this really deters you, far as how this looks, and everything like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been asking and emailing, what I'm saying, are you guys gonna make a GUI change? And I think they're stuck in their ways on this look, because it separates themselves from the rest and whatnot. So you can make color changes, but what I'm saying, this is the look that they have. So that's my little general 2 cents overview of Ableton Live 12. Make sure you go check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been using Ableton Live 12, or excuse me, I've been using Ableton Live since 2012, and I haven't looked back at all. And I think this particular change for the 12 version is gonna move me closer to start mixing inside of Ableton Live, for as the vocals, multi-track vocals and stuff like that. Studio One, I've been having a lot of problems with Studio One for as random, performance problems. It's not my system because I have zero problems with Ableton Live. This thing does not cut off at all. But with Studio One, I'm having a lot of problems with GUIs, the plugins, resizing issues with different plugins, because most plugins, they have resizable GUIs. And so with Studio One, a lot of the plugins, if you have it set on, let's say, a 4K resolution, the plugins are super ass big and you have to do all these changes. It's been a nightmare the last ever since they got bought out from Fender. It's been some performance issues with Studio One, and stuff like that. And a lot of times when you get bought out from a bigger company, they don't uphold the standard and stuff like that. A lot of plugins and a lot of music software are getting bought out by these big companies, and the passion for creating that software, they kick those developers out of there, fire them, let them go, and then you get one standardization of doing upgrades and whatnot. That's why I think Ableton Live is so hardcore, and they haven't been bought out at all. It's one company and stuff like that. They own their own shit. So, but like I said, Studio One, I've been having a lot of problems with it, and it's causing a lot of issues mixing. I used to mix with gazillion plugins in one session, and now I can't do shit. Stuff like that, man. And I literally have like 16 tracks in Studio One, and my performance meter, I've been noticing, is itching up and up and up and up each update. So I think they're starting to cram a lot of different things in Studio One, because if you really look at Studio One, it's a lot of shit in Studio One, and that's causing a lot of performance issues. And not to mention, when you buy something from them, or if you're on their subscription, that's the catch-22. That subscription. Whenever you get a company that's got a subscription and they get bought out, you're gonna have some issues. So we're gonna experiment. I'm gonna do a couple of vocal sessions in Ableton Live and see how it works out. And if it works out and it checks out, man, it may be one central hub. Yeah. As far as the audio engine, and I know somebody probably gonna ask this question, the audio engine with Ableton Live, it's the same, man. I don't think it makes or break your sound or whatnot. A lot of people have this false perception of Fruity Loops sound better than Ableton Live, or Logic sounds better than Reaper and all this other stuff. Man, you're a goddamn fool. It's all about your ears. Don't get caught up in that hype, man. Fruity Loops does have this, punchy sound to it, if I could say, or whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, I done heard some beats out of Fruity Loops that sound like shit. For real. So, even Reason, Reason sound really, really good. So at the end of the day, it's all about that user. Because I said the same thing about Reason. Reason, it just sounds like it did something to my beats, And then I go look at my listen to some of my old beats that I did in Reason, and I noticed it was me because I wasn't at the level where I'm at right now. It was me. So DAWs, there's no bro. Don't believe that shit, man. That's cap. That's straight up cap. Coming from old school nigga, man. It's cap. So you know what I'm saying? There's no sound differences and whatnot. It's all aesthetic. So like I said, that's basically it, man. That's it, man. So we're gonna be doing some things here in Ableton 12. I may not do another live until I'm actually comfortable working in Ableton 12 and you know what I'm saying, iron out all the kinks for us what the new stuff is and stuff like that. So I'll be definitely doing some deep dive analysis in my own time, and when I come to you guys, hopefully I'll have some things where you know what I'm saying, if there's any questions that someone asks, it'll be present. Let's do one more thing, y'all, before I get up out of here. Let's look at the automation. Let's look at the automation for a second. Let's click this right here. Let's go to envelopes. So we got the MIDI control, pitch bend. Let's see here. I can't find it, y'all. I can't find it. It's got oh, here's the pitch bend right here, I guess. But let's say we wanted to do a pitch bend here. It looks the same. They just move some things around for us, what you're gonna control. And this used to be red, but they changed it to a blue color. Maybe it's a theme. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. But like Anon said, man, they definitely made some changes and made it look cleaner, or whatnot. Speaking of themes, let's see what kind of themes they actually added in here before I get up out of here. So you have default, you have the Angel, oh hold on, Ank's robot. What the fuck? All right, so you got this purple shit going on. You got classic, medium, dark. That's recognizable. You got classic, medium, light. That's old school right there. That's that Ableton 7 right there. You got immaterial. This looks pretty dope. I like that. And then you got Riparian. Man, hell nah. You got 24 karat gold color. All right. That's for when you're working at like 2:00 in the morning type shit. We're gonna put it back on default because I like it like that right there. And then you can make some changes to the grid line intensity. I like to see that grid line real good. And the brightness. Okay. All right, cool. Brightness, we're gonna put that back at 110. And of course you can change the color intensity. Pretty dope. I didn't check the menu, the preferences, so everything looks like it's still the same. No changes. But like I said, if there's any changes or whatnot, like I said, man, I'm just doing a general overview or whatnot. I didn't get the beta, and you know what I'm saying, listen to any instructions on what to look for and stuff like that. So this is my first time checking it out. So you guys checked it out with me, your boy Super Mario and stuff like that, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was pretty dope right there. Ableton Live 12, and stuff like that. Really cleaned it up. So something I'm gonna have to learn. Whatnot, man. There's a lot of companies, you know what I'm saying, starting to step their game up and really trying to make changes, because we're in that time where technology is moving really fast. So you know what I'm saying, there's going to be a lot of things where it's not going to be the same as it was before. So you know what I'm saying, don't get caught up in, oh man, it's going to be like this forever, because it's not, and stuff like that, especially with this software instruments, because computers change, users change, music change, the demand of what the software does change. Therefore, they have to make changes as well, man. So don't get mad at Ableton Live. They're trying. Like I said, it still works good and stuff like that. So yeah. So with that being said, man, y'all have a great night. We'll get back to the money at certain point with the live streams or whatnot. I uploaded a video. Make sure you go check it out. A couple of videos or whatnot. Working on the vlog. I had a busy February, moving out of a studio and a short month, just getting some things wrapped up and whatnot. So we'll be back on the Grizzy, with our live streams. And of course, I'll have another video coming up at the end of the week, stuff like that, man. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like this video if you like it and stuff like that, man. Very exciting times. A lot of things coming out new in the music community for as audio tools and software. So keep your eyes peeled and stuff like that. I got some new hardware in the studio as well, man. We're going to be going over that as well. Got 2 pieces of units. I haven't really, actually 3 new hardware pieces. I haven't really, did videos on or whatnot. So I'm excited to do some content on those real soon. You see the mixer right here. Found the new workflow for us coming out of the DAW and coming into the DAW by way of summon mixing and stuff like that, man. So it's a lot of stuff new coming out and stuff like that, man. I just really been stacking up content ideas. And when I get that little time frame, yeah, y'all stay tuned, bro. Again, y'all have a great night, man. Rambling at the mouth, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Nice seeing you guys. And for anyone out there listening, appreciate you and stuff like that, man. And y'all stay creative out there, man. Don't stop your flow. Stay creative. Stay in motion, because that's physics. What's in motion will stay in motion. As soon as you stop that motion, it's gonna stop. That's simple, man. We out, man. Y'all be easy, bro. Peace.